Kia ora everybody, welcome to the introductory video for organic chemistry. What is organic chemistry? It's not like organic that you may be familiar with, as in free-range eggs and that sort of thing. Organic chemistry is the chemistry of carbon compounds. Now what does that mean? It's not quite as straightforward as every carbon compound or every compound with carbon in it is an organic substance. Not quite that simple, but if a chemical is organic, it contains carbon and hydrogen atoms. Okay, so no hydrogen atoms, it's not an organic compound. So let's have a look at these 6 compounds here. Which of these are organic compounds? This one? That's right, it is. It also contains oxygen, but it contains carbon and hydrogen, so that is an organic compound. This one here, again, has oxygen as well as carbon and hydrogen, but it is an organic compound. What about this one here? That's right, that one is not an organic compound because there is no hydrogen present. So if we go down to the next line, see this one with carbon, lots of oxygen this time, and hydrogen. Correct, we have another organic compound. What about carbon dioxide, CO2? Is that organic? No, it isn't. No hydrogen present. And magnesium sulfate doesn't even have carbon in it, so that was never going to be organic. Okay, now there are specific families within organic chemistry, and some of these families belong to the hydrocarbon group. Hydrocarbons are organic compounds that are made up of only carbon and hydrogen atoms. So no oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, anything else, just carbon and hydrogen. If we have a look at the structures of all the possible hydrocarbons with 2 carbons in their molecules, and remember that carbon atoms form 4 covalent bonds. Remember, they have 4 electrons in their outer shell. They need 8 to become stable, so they will share electrons with other atoms, and until they have 4 bonds. That's 8 electrons, 4 electron pairs, 4 bonds. Now they can be single, double or triple bonds between the carbon atoms. Okay, so if we have an organic compound made up of carbon and hydrogen with only single covalent bonds, it's going to look like this. If there's a double bond, it's going to occur between the 2 carbons. Hydrogen can only form 1 bond. Remember, it only has 1 valence electron and needs only 2 valence electrons to become stable. So hydrogen can only form 1 covalent bond. The double bond has to be between the 2 carbon atoms. Now notice with a double bond, 2 bonds between the carbon atoms, there are fewer hydrogens around the outside because each carbon can only form 4 bonds. The triple bond is only going to be 1 hydrogen on each of the carbons, but each carbon still has 4 bonds. So these are some examples of hydrocarbons.